McDonald gets it up to Hunter, and here come the Lions. Wow, so blocking call, and Hunter makes the basket in the lane. Looks like that foul's going to go to Murphy. That time it looked like Murphy had good position.
He had great position, and it really should have been a no call. You know, I don't think he ought to. Obviously, Hunter could still make the shot because it's an and one. But if you could see live action, Coach Cuba-Rushford wasn't really happy with that, and I don't necessarily blame him.
It's a late whistle, too. It looked like it came well after the, not only after the foul, but the shot. And now Damon Hunter goes to the line for one free throw and makes it. He's got 7 early and gives Lions a 1-point lead at 16-15, just under a minute to go. First period of play here from Lions, New York. Worthington controls the ball right side. Dribbles by McDonald, pulls up from 16, strong off the and long. Rebounded by Decker, but foul on the shot, which I didn't see a foul there either.
Well, you start to play that game here. You know, the guy that made this call that we questioned was a board 50 ref with the board here, and then the guy that just made the call, you wonder, on Lions was an Allegheny ref. So these guys do a great job. They don't call it like that, but as a coach, you kind of start to look and wonder, or a fan too.
Worthington misses the front end and the back end of the two-shot foul, and Hunter goes coast to coast with it, finds Van Buskirk in the corner, air ball from 3, rebounded by Zach Wonder, checked into the game, shot it before coming down, didn't even hit the rim on the layup, and now here comes Cuba.
A little nervous on that shot for Wonder. Big steal by Tippy.
Oh, and they got a foul on Glogowski. Hunter stole the ball from Simons, went coast to coast, challenged by Glogowski at the rim, and missed the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2 more. So we got about 28 seconds left to go here. First period of play from Lions in the Class C3 sectional quarterfinals.
I mean, we got a great start to this game, Jim. 28 seconds to go, 16-15. Both teams are playing pretty well. The one thing that I've noticed is Lions is getting to the glass a little bit too easy. And then the second thing, I don't know if Cuba-Rushford sees this much of athleticism in the backcourt that McDonald and Hunter are applying on the pressure. Sure, they've gotten a couple easy steals that let out to breakout baskets. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
So Hunter makes the first, misses the second. Jordan Almel checks into the game. Big guy for Lions, who can also step out and hit the 3. And here comes Cuba-Rushford. Glogowski with the ball, guarded man-to-man by Damon Hunter. Now they got a double team at the hash mark, and this another steal. Nice save by Hunter. Gets to Van Buskirk, right-handed layup, up and good. 19-15, 6 seconds to go. Simons with the ball. He gets it to Worthington, 1 second. 3-pointer, short. Good defense there by Nick Kehoe, checked into the game. So after 1 period of play, we got Lions 19, Cuba-Rushford 15. And we'll be right back with second quarter action here on Finger Lakes 1.
Local news from over 40 sources, custom local weather, over 10 hours of live broadcasts and podcasts every week on your computer, tablet, television, or smartphone. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. www.fingerlakes1.com. Come on and join the fun. Log on to Finger Lakes 1.
And welcome back inside the ATWOOD Gymnasium in Lyons. 19-15, Lions leads, and they control the ball, start the second period. Anna Van Buskirk finds Zach Wonder in the corner for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kehoe. And Kehoe was falling out of bounds, saved it off a Rushford player, and it'll stay here. And Damon Hunter talking to that Allegheny County referee, Mark Morris. Also, Matt Lavonis, the Wayne Finger Lakes ref, or actually, what do you call it, board?
Well, yeah, it's Wayne Finger. You know, it's a section. It's board 50 because covers Monroe County, Wayne, and Finger Lakes.
Hunter pulls up for three, guarded by Glogowski, and nails it. 22-15. Lions has opened up a 7-point lead, and for Hunter, that is already 11 points.
He's got half the points here, and he's ready to.
And he's all over Glogowski on defense, who gives it up to Worthington. Now back to Glogowski, open for three, buns! He's got a lot of range, Corsi.
I like this kid. He's got athleticism. He doesn't fit the mold of the Cuba-Rushford kids. They're all kind of heady, and he's got a little bit of that flash that Tippy Hunter has. But he's athletic, and he seems to be put a little mustard on some stuff. But man, does he have range?
Now Jordan Amel takes a three wide open, big arc. Oh, nothing but nets. Jordan Amel, I couldn't make the call because I was admiring his celebration.
His celebration was as fantastic as his high arcing three.
And Glogowski throws it away. Van Buskirk with the steal. And now Cuba coming a little full court press, but Van Buskirk dribbles right through it down the lane into the corner for Desane, back to Hunter for three. Good, David Hunter! And Lyons is fired up here in the Atwood. Timeout, Cuba-Rushford, 28-10.
There's some great shooting right now by Lyons. You got Amel with the three, Hunter with the three. The crowd wakes up, Hunter gets going, and you got the three-point hang from Jordan Amel.
Right, I was stunned.
And I'm watching this game go on, and that's a great timeout by Cuba-Rushford because you put these two teams on a neutral court, and it's a different atmosphere. You know, Lyons is hot right now. They've scored. They started the quarter off 45 seconds in with 9 points. So a quick start to the second quarter for Lyons. They've taken the lead to 10, and these kids are having fun.
And not only do they have to, make a 2.5-hour bus ride, but when they get there here, this has got to be one of the most difficult visiting courts for a team to play, especially if you're not used to it like other Wayne County teams. I mean, it's small. They actually have alternate inbound lines because it's so small. And we'll see if Cuba-Rushford can respond to that flurry by Lyons. Is Glogowski with the ball. Gets it out top to Simons, guarded by Josh Desane. Dribbles left side behind the back. Flip to Worthington. Inside to Decker. Pump fake, no good off the rim. And it'll stay Cuba-Rushford ball out of bounds on the baseline.
I think Cuba-Rushford's got to try and get the ball on the blocks a little bit more. You know, they're trying to do a lot with their guards, and they're good guards. I'm not taking away anything from Rushford's guards, but they got to try and slow this down and get it inside.
Worthington from the wing for three off the inbounds pass. No good. Rebound pulled down by Josh Desane. Gets it over to DeAndre McDonald. Finds PA on the block. Pushes off a little bit, and a little right-handed hook shot doesn't draw iron. Comes up short. Glogowski controls.
You're being generous with a little bit of a push-off there, Jim.
Yeah, he was guarded closely by Nate Williams into the game.
And they're going at it. There's a lot of elbows thrown. PA should have been called for one already.
He's still pushing him.
He's pushing him really hard. Yeah, there it is. He's been doing that for about 30 seconds down there. It's just a matter of time before he got that call. Got to keep his head.
Matt Lavonis with the call, and that's PA's first foul of the ball game. Team third for Lyons. Cuba only 2. Not too many fouls early here. 5:27 left to go here. Second quarter, 10-point Lyons lead. And it'll be Glogowski under the basket, inbounding. Oh, yeah, Williams wide open in the corner, but missed him. Finally finds him, gives it back to Glogowski. Drives lane, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Austin Murphy, no good. And the rebound off the hands of DeAndre McDonald and out of bounds.
PA almost picked up a second there. I thought he got away with one on Glogowski's drive there. Glogowski.
Now it's Worthington off the inbound, pulling up and missing the shot from the baseline, but rebound controlled by Murphy, back out to Worthington. Now it's Glogowski, double teamed by a pair of Lions defenders, finds some space on the three-point line. Thought about the shot, instead gets it to Worthington, who gets it inside to Murphy, who gets the roll with a little right-hander in the paint.
Yeah, Cuba-Rushford's big, the guards are solid. This is a very good team that you see. Lions is off to a great start. And I'm not taking anything away from Lions to start, but Cuba-Rushford came to play, and they have a good group of kids here.
Carswell finds Desane in the corner for three. Air ball long, rebound by Murphy. And now Worthington controls before flicking it over to Glogowski. So 8-point ball game, 4:30 here left to go in the first half. Glogowski guarded by DeAndre McDonald gets it over right side to Simon, who has a option of a pick on the either side. Instead picks up his dribble into a double team. Worthington finds it in the corner to Murphy, who hard baseline pass to Williams, and PA broke it up. It'll stay here. And we got Mel coming in the game for PA, and Hunter checking back in the game for Josh Hussein. So Lyons not able to score a single point with Tippy Hunter out of the game there for the last 2 minutes. Simon off the inbound, high arcing baseline jumper from about 7 feet is good, and now all of a sudden Rushford's back to within 6.
I mean, what a tough shot by Simon. He's curling off a screen. He catches on the baseline. He fades away, high arcing over a defender, and nothing but net.
And all these shooters get their shot off quick. So Key, oh boy. Farah had it top of the key right through the hands of Mel on the entry pass and out of bounds, and it'll be Cuba-Rushford Rebel ball.
That was a good look by Farah. He had Mel, just couldn't hang on to the ball. Lions with a full court press here, a little man-to-man.
Well, they threw it right over the top to Williams, who dribbles it across himself, a little unsure about wanting to put that ball on the floor. He gives it up to Simon, and Cuba-Rushford will reset. Simon working off a pick, gets it over to Murphy. Thought of wide open underneath. Nate Williams with a bucket. It looks like Carswell lost it.
Yeah, he did. But that's too easy there. A couple good passes. But listen, Cuba-Rushford's not standing around here. They run a great offense. They cut, they move, they screen, and they're always moving. Very well-coached team.
4-point game. DeAndre McDonald almost turns it over again, trying to get it to Amel. Double teamed, and Amel turns it over, and Worthington has it. And Cuba-Rushford can cut it to one possession here. And Glogowski guarded by Hunter off a hard pick, and Farah got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay here with a little inbound on the sideline. Here's what we're talking about. There's a dotted line about 2 feet from the, and the inbounder can stand there, and nobody in play can go over that, even though that's not out of bounds. It's a dotted line, a little local rule here. Worthington drives right side, bounce pass to Austin Murphy. He lays it in, and we got a 2-point game.
Yeah, Cuba-Rushford on a nice little run here. Lyons hasn't even taken too many shots in the last minute or two. There's
DeAndre McDonald for 3 off the rim, no good. Glogowski has it, and now it looks like Cuba-Rushford has numbers. Glogowski takes it right to Hunter. And Van Buskirk got a piece of the ball, but with his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they got the foul on Hunter. I think they both got him, to be honest with you. But Glogowski took it right at both of them. It was a 1-on-2. He didn't know if he was going to bring it out, and he said, I'm taking it at him, and he drew the foul. Now he's on the line.
2 free throws to tie for Glogowski. First one's up and good. And we'll see if Glogowski can knot it up at 28 here with 2:47 left to go in this Class C quarterfinal matchup. Shots up off the front rim, rolls out, and a pair of Lions battle for the rebound before Farah finally rips it from PA. Gets it to Hunter, and here comes Lyons. Hunter guarded by Glogowski, pulls up from the top of the key from 3 off the front rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Murphy. And now Cuba-Rushford with a chance to take the lead.
Austin Murphy's quietly having himself a good game. He's got a couple points on the block. He's getting a lot of rebounds here for Cuba.
Did not start last game for Cuba. Got the start tonight. Simon works on Van Buskirk.
Van Buskirk. Good block. It's good defense. Simon's got a quick pull-up jump shot. The junior Adam Van Buskirk with a block shot there.
Another out-of-bounds play for Cuba. Gets it up top to Murphy. Hands it off to Simon. And it looks like Rushford will reset. Simon working off the pick from Murphy. Cuba will pick and roll with their big men in the game. And Glogowski drives the lane off the backboard and in, and Cuba-Rushford takes the lead.
We got 11:01 here for Cuba-Rushford. It's been slow and silent from about the 6-minute mark to the 2-minute mark. We got 2 minutes left and a half. And, Lyons just kind of relying on Hunter here to get him back in the game.
Hunter spin move in the leg, finds corner to Van Buskirk, who drives baseline and gets an easy layup right by his man. And it looks like Zach Young wants a timeout with 1:41 left to go here in the second quarter. Lions with a 1-point lead, 30-29, as we get a look at one of the 2 scoreboards here inside the ATWOOD Gymnasium. One of the older gyms in Section 5.
Yeah, if you're tuning in and listening down from Cuba-Rushford, they don't usually play in the ATWOOD. They split it between their community center, which they put in several years ago, and to accommodate bigger of a court and a little bit bigger of a crowd. But every once in a while, we get treated to the ATWOOD Gymnasium.
At the Wayne Finger Lakes team still in action here In sectionals, Geneva lost last night or 2 nights ago to Wayne. Williamson, South Seneca, Red Jacket, Marion, Honeyway, and Romulus are out. And all the teams you see highlighted there are still alive. Wayne Finger Lakes with a 9-7 record so far.
And Waterloo, I just got their first update. I'll get updates throughout the night on them. And Jim and Mateo just made a 3/4 court shot at the buzzer.
No kidding.
They're down 13-9 at Hornell.
Wow. So that was at the half or the quarter?
That was at the quarter, down
Okay.
13-9. But a little excitement in that, Jim. And that's coming from Nick Stenberg's dad. He's going to be chiming in with some, and then Dave Major is going to be helping us out with the Minders call tonight, the Minders score.
And we're also hoping to get some scores from Red Creek, where Red Creek's taking on Perry, number 2 seed in Class C2. So first possession, Lyons press, Cuba-Rushford threw it away. Now Lyons has the ball here with 1:16 left. Hunter has it in the corner, guarded by Golgowski. He drives the lane, dishes it out to Farah, top of the key, gets it back to Hunter. And there's a lot of space here for Damon Hunter to work on Golgowski. Instead, he gives it off to the right side for 3. Nothing but net for Adam Van Buskirk.
That's the unselfishness of Damon Hunter. He's got a triangle and 2 on him, and he's finding his teammates open.
Van Buskirk's second 3 of the game. Gets it to Williams in the corner, too strong, but rebounded by Murphy. Went back up with it, blocked by Farah, out of bounds, Lions ball. So Lions back in control here by 4, 44 seconds left to go second quarter. Only 6 fouls in this whole first half as Damon Hunter now tries to drive by Golgowski, stays in front of him, finds Van Buskirk for 3, but he traveled trying to drive the lane. So shot clock off now for the remainder of this first half. We're glad you could join us tonight on this chilly evening in Lyons, New York. Again, if you're expecting to see our normal presentation, Section 5 does not allow us to show the live in-game images, so we are doing our best with the radio-style play-by-play. And the press works again for Lyons as it's stolen by DeAndre McDonald, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, the box press has really been effective for Lyons after the timeout by Coach Young, and they've extended the league back to 6 now.
Cuba-Rushford, coached by Carl Holmes. They play out of the Allegheny County Division I, 11-8 on the season. But as I mentioned, winners of 7 of their last 8.
Just got an update on the Minders Academy game. They are up 35-12 with 2 minutes left in the first half.
And now Worthington for Rushford, off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped by Farah to Hunter, who brings it down the court with 2 seconds. Finds Farah, lays it up and in as the buzzer sounds. For the first half expiring, the crowd comes alive at the Atwood, and at halftime, Lions with a late second half surge, 37-29 over Cuba-Rushford. We'll be right back to talk all about it, Corsi, after these messages from our sponsors.
Tonight's live broadcast of high school basketball is brought to you by Generations Bank, rooted in the things that matter. Dr. Rod Littlejohn, celebrating over 30 years of smiles with style. UR Medicine and Thompson Health, medicine of the highest order. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, trust someone who lives in your community. Old Lyons True Value Hardware and Dobbins Pharmacy and Gift Shop in downtown Lyons. Red's Place, great lunches served daily in downtown Seneca Falls. The Omen Theater, see what's playing in downtown Lyons at omentheater.com. Jimmer's Auto, late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Penny's Place, large portions and home-cooked meals in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. FingerLakes1.com Incorporated, building, maintaining, and hosting great websites for local businesses since 1999.
Wisdom passed on to generation. Welcome to Generations Bank.
I heard the other day.
And welcome back inside the ATWOOD Gymnasium in Lyons, New York. We're at halftime. Lyons leads Cuba-Rushford 37-29 here in this Class C3 quarterfinal. Winner to go face the winner of Oakfield, Alabama, and Wheatland Chili.
Yep.
Winner goes to the Blue Cross. As there you get a look at the Class C3 brackets. And then, of course, the number one undefeated seed at the top, Naples out of the Finger Lakes West, playing Pavilion. Winner goes on to face the winner of York and RCMCS in the semifinals for a chance to go to the Blue Cross. And, of course, Corsi, we'd like to see Lyons and Naples in the Blue Cross in the final. You know, no doubt about it. We're big Wayne Finger Lakes. That's
Yeah.
what we cover. So we're homers tonight a little bit. As Lyons holds that lead. And before we talk about the first half, Corsi, I'd like to thank all our sponsors this year who allowed us to do a 21-game regular season, and now as we go into the postseason with these Gamecasts, Generations Bank, Penny's Place, Jimmer's Auto, Thompson Health, Old Lyons Hardware, Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, the Omen Theater here in Lyons, Dr. Rodney Littlejohn, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, and, of course, FingerLakes1.com. So, Corsi, Cuba comes back, grabs the lead, and then Zach Young calls a timeout, comes back with a press, and they really open up a nice little 8-point lead here at half.
Yeah, and the two things that I liked about it, they took the lead 30-29, and then they went on a 7-0 run to close out the half in the box press. And Farah and the guys in the back line haven't done much yet. Amel and, it's really just Tippy and McDonald. McDonald, I think, is playing the up top, and they're getting the steals. So Cuba-Rushford's right now talking about that press, how are we going to break it, and, it's a box, and we got to get the ball in the middle and attack it on the sidelines. And Coach Young is thinking, should we sleep on it or do we come right back into it? And we'll see what he does. I'm real interested to see how, if Lyons comes out in the box or maybe lets him sleep on it for 4 or 5 minutes into the quarter, then brings it back. Cuba-Rushford has primarily played a triangle and two on McDonald and Hunter. They go man-to-man when he's out.
Yep.
But Lyons has came to play tonight, as well as Cuba-Rushford. We're homers, but as I watch this Cuba-Rushford team play, I'm very impressed by the style of their play, their headiness, and their fundamentally sound team. It's a great team to watch. Lyons has been all its build up this year. Tippy Hunter's scored at times, but he's got 5 assists. He's hitting his open teammates for jump shots, and Van Buskirk's got a couple. Farrah's got a lot of layups. Farrah's playing great tonight as well. And 37 points and a half is impressive. And thank God for the home of the ATWOOD, because I think Lyons is shooting well, or a little bit better because they're home.
And Lyons has also been able to find open three-point shots, and when they started making them as the quarter went on, they started to build a little bit of a lead. But then Cuba-Rushford came back with some good shooting of their own, but mostly good interior play. These guys got a lot of kids that can get their shot off quick, and they got a lot of big bodies that can put it home inside. I mean, I would have to say this is a really difficult 7 seed to draw for 2 seed Lyons.
Absolutely, a very good 7 seed in Class C. These kids they haven't backed down, which I've been impressed with. I mean, they get on the bus, they're ready to play, and they want this game just as bad as Lyons does. So we'll see how they do in the second half. I'd like to see them get some more touches inside, because I just don't think Lyons has that size. They have PA in and Amel only at one time. If they were both in, they would be okay.
Guys, the score on our screen's wrong. There you go, 37-29. It's an 8-point lead at halftime. And the team's coming back out to the court right now, warming up for the second half. And a lot of games tonight, Corsi. We got that Minders and Waterloo score. Also in C3, we got Pavilion at Naples, RCMS at York on the other side of this C3 bracket. The winners will meet Monday night. Site and time to be announced. Nobody knows until we find out what teams are playing. And when we're hope to be at a lot of these games, these semi-games, but it depends. A lot of times they have them in Waterloo. I heard Victor is a potential site maybe for the C3 semis, and that's where we kicked off our season. Our second webcast was in Victor
just
earlier
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, 20 so games ago. Also in Class C2 tonight, Clyde Savannah going to number 1 seed Caledonia Mumford. Tim Jackson suspended for 1 game. No word on exactly why. but apparently it's just going to be a one-game deal. So if they are able to upset Caledonia Mumford, he'd be back as the 8-seed Clyde has a long trip there to make. Also in C2, Kendall at Dundee, 5-seed against the 4-seed Dundee Scots in Dundee. Coach Les Miller's Scots trying to get to the semifinals in C2. Also in C2, number 7 Perry at Red Creek. And of course, we've talked all season long about Red Creek and their ability to win the first Wayne County title in school history.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to, win sectional. So I'd like to see Jake Slobe and Red Creek advance over Perry, and then if they were, they'd face the winner of Geneseo and Canisteo Greenwood. Also on Monday, and also in Class C1, you mentioned Minders, Oliver Pembroke. And then the other game, they'll face the winner of number 5 seed Bloomfield at number 4 seed ER. So we're going to have an all Wayne Finger Lakes semifinal in the upper half of C1, and it's a possibility in the lower half too, as number 7 Sodus takes on Early College tonight, and number 6 seed Gananda takes on number 3 Avon. So all these winners from C will play on Monday night in the semis. Sites to be determined. Also got some Class B1 quarterfinal action. Waterloo at Hornell. Hopefully get another update soon. What do we got here? 19-17 Hornell. So that's a good showing for Waterloo, a team that's kind of been on the rise lately. Definitely playing great their last couple weeks of the season, going up against the number 2 seed Hornell. I believe they're number 2.
No, Livonia is the 2 seed. Hornell is the 3 seed, which would make Waterloo, I think, the 6 seed.
So we'll keep our eye on that one. Way out there in Hornell. And also in B at leadership, Penyan at Pelmac, 5-4. Battle of Finger Lakes East teams. Charlotte at number 2 seed Livonia. And then B2 quarterfinals will be Mid Lakes at Wellsville, Attica at Dansville, Leroy at North Rose Wolcott, the 2 seed Cougars out of the Wayne County League, and Bath Haverleen at Marcus Whitman. So here we go, second half action about to get underway here as we look at the team photos for both of these teams. About 16 minutes from now, one of these teams will be playing their last game of the season. The seniors, the last game of their career.
Lyons coming out in a 2-3 zone.
So we got a three-pointer from Foglowski from deep off the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Van Buskirk as we got Van Buskirk, PA, Hunter, DeAndre McDonald, and Nick Farah. DeAndre McDonald from the wing for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Austin Murphy.
A lot of sectional games, Jim, are won in the third quarter, and what coaches' adjustments are. You're not used to playing this team. No matter how many times you scout them, you might see them.
Austin Murphy guarded by PA, spins off the glass and he's fouled, and the bucket is good. That's PA's second foul, and that's exactly the kind of start that Cuba-Rushford was looking for.
Absolutely. So for the team in the first half, and then that third quarter, you kind of look back at the box score and say, geez, we won that by 10, and that might be the difference in the game.
So Austin Murphy steps to the line. He's got 8 points on the night. Free throw, no good. Rebound tapped around, pulled away by Hunter, who now dribbles behind the back through the lane. Hands it off to Van Buskirk, off the rim, no good, and it's out of bounds, staying this way with Lyons. 37-31, 7:12 to go here, third quarter of action. And for Cuba-Rushford, it's Worthington, Decker, and PA for the corner for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Sam Clark, who was also in the game there with Austin Murphy and Glogowski.
I think that's a quick shot down there for PA on the baseline, right off one pass on the inbound, guy in his face, and he doesn't need that 3. Shot clock's a little bit lower.
Noah Decker misses the baseline jumper, used the backboard, came off the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Lyons, and there's DeAndre McDonald off the rim, no good. But it's PA trying to save it, but he throws it to Murphy, stepped on the line anyways. So it'll be Cuba-Rushford ball down 6, and Lyons in the full court press.
Here's the box press that they finished the half with.
Sam Clark gets it over the timeline to Worthington, who now drives on PA, picks up his dribble, skip pass over to Clark. Guarded by Farah, takes the 3, air ball. And Decker tried to save it, but couldn't. He'll go back to Lyons with 6:24 left here in the third quarter of play. Jim Sinacropi, Kevin Korzaneski, glad you could be along with us here inside the ATWOOD Gymnasium. You have to mention again, Section 5 regulations do not allow us to show you live in-game images. So we'll be showing you some highlights at the end of the game, but we're calling this one radio style as Farah almost turns it over, and PA tried to save it, but they got a backcourt violation. I don't think the ball went over the half court.
Yeah, it was a half-court violation because his body went over, and all that means. It's a good call. PA got away with a little bit of elbow there, too. But
got Worthington right in the lip, and he's trying to shake it off. And now right in front of us,
Cuba-Rushford just daring the other players on Lyons to shoot the ball.
And there's Glogowski for three, no good. Tapped up, and they got a foul on Van Buskirk, trying to battle inside with a bigger Austin Murphy. This is Austin Murphy, 6'4", 260.
He's a big boy. He doesn't get up down real quick, but I tell you what, he's smart. He's wide. Not only is he wide as a player in his big frame, but he plays smart and wide.
And PA fouls Noah Decker on the inbound pass. Third foul of the game. And, PA might be as tall as Murphy and Decker with the afro.
With the afro he is. Without the afro, no, he's kind of like Fletch.
And as far as, interior players, PA is the most effective. Jordan Almel likes to play more outside, even though he's the big team. First free throw up and good by Decker. But with PA checking out now with his third foul, they're not even coming back with Almel. They're coming back with Jake Kehoe. So, Lyons considerably smaller than the Rebels right now.
Yeah, Nick Kehoe, the sophomore guard, coming in for Lyons, and Coach Young going with a little lineup, a little bit quicker. Let's see how that fares in this quarter.
Second free throw by Decker, no good, and Hunter comes away with it. He's triple team, gets it from the lane out to Desane, who then hands it back to Hunter, who looks like he's going to pull up from the top of the key. No good, but Farah corrals the rebound out to Desane. Back inside on the block to Farah, working on Decker, rolls it up the rim, and good. Nick Farah with his 8th point of the ball game, and Lyons is back up 7. They are having a little trouble with this press, but they do get it across, but Worthington fumbles it, but Cuba-Rushford comes back with it, and now Glogowski controls as the Rebels set up their half-court offense against what looks to be a 2-3 zone defense from Lyons.
It's an extended 2-3, a little bit of pressure.
Nice look by Murphy, who finds Simon cutting back door, Clark, who misses the reverse layup, and now it'll go back to Lyons.
I tell you what, you don't need this. You don't need Almel and Payet in there with Nick Farah keeps playing as big as he is.
Yeah.
Nick's not as tall as these kids, but he's athletic and he's smart and crafty little basketball player on the block.
And he's drawing the assignment of bigger players all year for Lyons. As Damon Hunter now pulls up from the side from 3, no good. Rebound tapped up and controlled by Murphy, and it is getting physical in the paint now with a lot of elbows being thrown into the body of the other team. Now Worthington controls it for Cuba-Rushford. Pump fakes it, gets it up top to Clark, over the head of Damon Hunter. Reverse to Glogowski for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound batted away, finally controlled by Worthington, who takes one dribble and gets it to Glogowski.
Glogowski, he's got no range, or no limitations on his range, and no conscience.
There's Austin Murphy with another 2-pointer, about an 8-foot jumper from the paint, and now it's Desane for 3 off the rim, no good. Hunter keeps it alive against the bigger Murphy, and it goes out of bounds and will stay here. And now we got Carswell checking in for Van Buskirk. So it's Hunter, Desane, Kehoe, Farah, and Carswell for Lyons.
And Riley Giuliano's getting his first action for Cuba-Rushford. He just checked in for Sam Clark.
And Desane gets the inbound pass from the corner for 3 off the rim, no good, and he just can't find it. He's gone down. Hunter with the rebound, no good, and it's rebound battled for, and they call a jump ball there?
Yeah, we got jump ball that stays with Lyons.
Yeah, Desane might have had a little back spasm or something there. He was down in the floor, but he's fine. He's back up. He's got the ball. And he finds Hunter in the corner, guarded by Giuliano. And now it's Farah who's down in catcher's position, grasping his mouth. Looks like he caught something in the face.
Yeah, it's getting a little physical out there, and these refs better get together and start calling a little more. They let him play in the first half, and it's 3 fouls versus Lyons and none on Cuba-Rushford at this point. So these guys got to tighten it up a little bit before the emotions get the best of the players.
So Farah's gone to the bench. Looks like he's got a bloody nose.
Yeah, he dripped a little blood. They're going to bring the teams back to their benches, and they got to clean up that blood before play continues. I like the aggressiveness. Lyons still pressuring out of the 2-3 zone and the box press. But Cuba-Rushford's, they're handling it well.
And 5-point game, 4:10 left to go here in the third quarter. I mean, like you said, third quarter big in these games. The next 4 minutes going to really set the tone for how the fourth quarter is going to go. If Lyons can go on a little run here, open up a double-digit lead. It might be sleeper time here in Lyons. But if Cuba-Rushford comes back and strikes first after this delay, we got a ball game.
Yeah, I think Hunter this half is for the outside jump shot a little bit too much. I'd like to see him get penetrating like he was. And when he gets into that paint, he's a good decision maker. He's got to finish or kick it out to Van Busperk or McDonald. And, he's had Farrick a couple times cutting the lane. So he's got to get into the paint and make this offense work.
Yeah, 14 first-point has for Hunter. None here yet in the second. And it will be Kehoe inbounding the ball. Nick Kehoe, also a younger brother of a former Lions player, Jake Kehoe. Mel into the game for Lyons, and it's into the corner to Desane, who takes a three and hits a three. Big shot by Josh Desane. He's been struggling to get going early. That's his first points of the ball game. His Lions now up 8.
That's over and back. He missed that call.
But they did.
Lions should have had a turnover there. He jumped from the back court, landed in the front court, but he caught the ball before he landed. That should have been over and back.
Glogowski thought about pulling up from about 35. Instead, they get it inside to Decker, who he has it blocked from behind. At the outlet pass is stolen by Giuliano, and he's fouled driving through the lane. He'll go to the lane to shoot through the 5'6", 135-pound junior Riley Giuliano, who started their first round game against Honeoye and didn't see any first half action today. But
I've noticed that. I don't know what's going on because we're not familiar with this team, but Glogowski didn't start the game, came in with about 4 minutes in. He hasn't come out since, and he looks like one of their strongest players. Yeah. Now Simons, who played great in the first half, I haven't seen him out a lot here in the second half, so I'm not sure what's going on with the pattern with Rushford.
Giuliano makes 2 free throws, and it's back to a 6-point game as Damon Hunter crosses the timeline and dribbles by Giuliano. And looks like they got a blocking call. Or did they call it away from the ball? No, that was a block on Giuliano. That's his first foul.
Yeah, Giuliano giving up about 3 or 4 inches to Tippy.
First foul of the half for Cuba-Rushford, and Hunter gets it over to Carswell, works it around the side. Do the same for another corner 3. This one's too strong. Mel with a rebound, right-handed, put back, bounces around the rim and good. He gives himself a little chest bump. And Jordan Hamel feeling pretty good early in the third quarter, about midway through the third quarter. Lions back up by 8.
I like Mel. He's a little bit more active than PA has been today. He's moving his feet a little bit more. He's got the 3. Now he's got 5 points. See how long Mel can go with the Lions here. And back to Cuba-Rushford, they've kind of been stagnant. They're down 8 here, and coach has gone to his bench a little bit. Simon's still on the bench, but I thought he had a great first half.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a issue we're not aware of, injury, but yeah, he really got things going for Cuba-Rushford, who's inbounds against the Lions pressure yet again.
Yeah, it looks like coach is talking to Simons, trying to get him in the game, and Simons got it.
Oh, wow. They broke the press, and then a 50-50 ball, I guess, between 2 Cuba-Rushford players, Worthington and Glogowski, and they didn't know what to do as they both fell out of bounds with the ball, turned it over. Really unnecessary turnover there for the Rebels, and now it's Damon Hunter with the ball again, guarded by the smaller Giuliano, who drives baseline, gives up to Hamel. Misses the chippy off the rebound, but Hunter steals it back, and he misses. Now he's working against 3 Cuba-Rushford defenders. Right-handed shot is good, and he'll go to the line. He was fouled.
Great work by Hunter down there. He got a steal, missed it, got his own rebound. He was just waiting to draw the foul before he made the easy layup.
Yeah, he was triple teamed against 3 bigger players, and he kept coming down with the rebounds off his own misses. And now the lead 10 for Lions, and Hunter will go to the line to try to make it 11. And that foul given to Nate Williams, his first. Hunter's free throw up and good. So 17 points on the night for Damon Hunter. More full court pressure from the Lions as Glogowski tries to dribble against Hunter, who cuts him off, and they got a blocking foul on Damon Hunter right in front of us. Hunter doesn't like the call. I don't know if he likes many calls.
No, he's got to let that go. He's playing a good game and not get too caught up in the other stuff.
So 2 fouls on Damon Hunter, and he's discussing it with referee Matt Lavonis. Hunter likes to talk to the referees quite a bit during the games.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Just question him, his hands up, trying to figure out what the call was, and not necessarily I don't agree with it.
He takes a 3 from 30 off the rim, no good from the top of the key, and up for the rebound is Mel and Carswell, but they get tangled up. And it'll stay. Cuba-Rushford ball went out of bounds. Carswell went up with Amel for the rebound. They got their arms tangled. So ball out to Cuba-Rushford. Glogowski to inbound. Glogowski, Williams, Murphy, Giuliano, and Worthington in the game. And a late substitution here for Lyons as Nick Farrer comes back into the game for Kehoe.
You know, I think the biggest adjustment in this game, we talked about the box press, but this 2-3 zone that Lyons has gone to has really been effective, controlling the big guys inside. And the one thing that it's done is it slowed the movement down of Cuba-Rushford. They're not moving and cutting, so there's doing a lot of standstill stuff, and they don't feel look comfortable doing it.
So now Glogowski drives left side, throws up a contested shot, but he's fouled as it goes off the rim. No good. Looks like they got Carswell with the foul. Let's see what they give it to. Yep.
But yeah, the one thing that I liked about Rushford in the first half is they were screening and moving and picking and very fluid man-to-man offense. And the Lions coaching staff changed to a 2-3 zone, and you've seen a lot of the standing around. And of course, Simons isn't in either, and he's a great ball handler. And it looks like he's kind of playing with his ankle over there, so I don't know if we're going to see him, but he's got to buck up here. He's a senior campaign on the road here. If he doesn't get back in there soon, this lead's going to be too big for him to come back.
Glogowski's first free throw is good. Second off the front iron, no good. And Mel goes to grabs a rebound. But what do they got? A push?
Yeah, a violation.
Oh, a violation. Will shoot again. I don't know who they got.
Yeah, they got Van Buskirk, I think, on a violation. Went in a little bit early.
Yeah, Van Buskirk fresh into the game for Carswell. Gets a lane violation. Glogowski misses a second one, and this time DeAndre McDonald controls. He drills right by Glogowski, gets it over the half-court line, and now finds Hunter top of the key, guarded by Ryan. And he gets it to the right side foul line, extended Van Buskirk's kick pass over to McDonald. McDonald looks at Mel, who's flashing low block, and instead resets it to Hunter, who gives it back to McDonald, who now finds Mel top of the key. Thought about a three, instead tries an entry pass to Farah that was knocked away by Murphy, bailed out by a foul. Looked like good. Look, he had good defense.
Yeah, good defense, and not sure. Got him leaning on the back a little bit.
Second foul on Austin Murphy, just the third for Cuba-Rushford this half. And now Mel from the corner for three, off the rim, no good. Tipped up by Van Buskirk, keeps it alive. And Worthington comes up with it. And now here comes the Rebels in transition. Worthington picks up his dribble, finds Glogowski for three. Foul line extended. Off the rim, no good. And getting up big for the rebound is McDonald, but he just taps it alive. And it's off the foot of Glogowski. And boy, it's physical. And Glogowski's shots look good, but he just can't get him to fall.
Yeah, Glogowski's scrapping. He's working hard, and he's getting looks. They're deep threes, though. They really are for a high school player. And, if he could get half of them to fall, they'd be right in this game, if not tied.
10-point Lions lead.
Simon's checking back.
1:19 to go, third quarter. And Van Buskirk controls right side, gets it back to the top of the key to Hunter, who skips it over to McDonald, who thinks about a three. Pump fake goes by Worthington, entry pass to Kehoe, taps it over to Hunter. Great ball movement, basket by Damon Hunter. He's got 19, and the Lions lead is 12 as they break the press up to Giuliano, who then thinks better of going up against the bigger Mel, but the pass to Glogowski almost turned over. Instead, they got a jump ball as Glogowski and Hunter battle for it. And not sure what the call is here. I think they called a foul. Zach Young doesn't like it.
I think they got a jump ball on that call, which he doesn't like because Glogowski basically just reached out and wrapped his hands around Hunter's legs to get the ball. So I think that was his problem. Simon's back in the game for Giuliano, so let's see if he can make a difference in cutting this 12-point lead down.
52.2 seconds to go here, third period of play, 12-point Lions lead. Winner advances to face the winner of Wheatland-Chile. And there's a three from Worthington, and nothing but net from about 24 feet, top of the key. Huge shot for Colton Worthington, just his fifth point of the game. And now here comes Lions with got about an 8-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And now DeAndre McDonald's defender falls over, and he misses a wide-open shot. Maybe could have continued to the rim. And Cuba-Rushford controls as Simon takes it over half court, about 24 seconds. Worthington for another three, air ball. Great hustle by Glogowski to save it to Williams, who now is trapped in the corner, and a smart timeout by Cuba-Rushford head coach Carl Holmes.
Yeah, Coach Holmes gets a timeout, bailed his player out. He was in an awkward position in the corner, not a ball handler. So we got a 30-second timeout here for Cuba-Rushford. and they should hold it for one with 17 to go in the quarter.
And if they score, they got it to either 6 or 7 here, which I think they'd be okay with the way things were looking. Lions got their biggest lead at 12 with about 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Good opportunity for me to tell you about our sponsors this season: Generations Bank, Thompson Health, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Dr. Rodney Littlejohn, Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, the Omen Theater, Penny's Place in the Liberty Plaza on 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls and Waterloo, Jimmer's Auto, and Old Lyons Hardware. Bringing this game here to you tonight as Cuba-Rushford gets the ball to Worthy-Noon, who picks up his dribble and flips it over to Kogowski, who drives the lane, splits defenders to Simon for 3. Looked good from our angle, but no good. Rebound tapped alive by Murphy, and now it's on the ground, and the third quarter will come to an end with the score. Lions 49, Cuba-Rushford 40. 8 minutes left to play here in the Section 5 Class C3 quarterfinals at the Atwood Gymnasium. We'll be right back after this from our sponsors.
Guidance and partnership through every step of the journey. Welcome to Generations Bank.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
And welcome back inside the Atwood Gymnasium on another frigid night here in upstate New York. Fourth quarter action, Lions down 9, and Corsi got an update from Waterloo?
Yeah.
Or from Hornell?
Waterloo had a lead, took the lead 2019, but now Waterloo's down 36-26 at the end of the third quarter, and Minders is up about 30 points at the end of the third.
Well, Lions controlled the ball to start things here. Hunter inside to Farah, who was posting up, tried to throw it back to Hunter, but by that time he had already made a cut. The ball went into the bleachers behind the Lions bench. And now Cuba-Rushford with a chance to cut into this 9-point lead. Worthington over to Growski.
You know, I don't want to sound stereotypical, but the first couple minutes of this, they're cliche, the first couple of minutes this quarter's huge.
And Rushford turns it over, and here comes Lions the other way. Hunter drives right side, up and under, off the rim, and rolls out. Rebounded by Murphy. And Hunter being very active, but they got the foul. Hunter with the steal off of the outlet pass. Looked clean to me, but the Allegheny County official, Mark Morris, gets Damon Hunter for his third foul, and that's something you want to keep an eye on. There's 7.5 minutes left to go in this ball game, and Lions just a different team when Damon Hunter's in foul trouble.
Yeah, sure. He's got 3, so coach has to make the decision now. Can he trust his senior, keep him in? And I think he will, because he can't afford to have him out with 7 to go. Fouls, you know, they'll be shooting the rest of the way with 7:22 to go.
Glogowski makes both of them, and that cuts the lead to 7. Only 3 fouls on Cuba-Rushford so far this half, so it'll be a few more before Lions heads to the free throw line. And now Lions gets the ball left. Foul line extended to Van Buskirk, who finds PA back into the ball game at the top of the key. Gets it to Hunter. Now Desane open right baseline for 3. Buttons Josh Desane. Opens the lead back up to 10 with his second 3 of the half. And this is more three-quarter court pressure from Lions, and Glogowski tries to split the double team. Hunter slaps it away. Van Buskirk has it, drives the lane, and Worthington blocks it, but he's called for the foul, and that looked clean. This time it was the Wayne Finger Lakes official, Matt Lavonis, with the call. So
I like how you're pointing that out, where these officials took high from. But, yeah, it looked like a clean block. Tippy with a big steal at half court, reached in. Coach Young still pressing with Tippy at the top with 6:40 to go. You know, I got to be careful about that foul situation with Hunter, but he knows him better than we do.
Van Buskirk misses the first free throw. And second free throw up. And off the back iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Simons. And now Worthington gets in the corner to Krakowski. Pump fake. Desane goes by him. Now he pulls up for three off the side of the backboard. Controlled by Hunter, who's pushing it by Simons. Blocked, taking it to the rim, but PA rips it away. Now he's blocked by Williams. And it looks like PA will go to the line to shoot two. Hunter thought he got fouled on the first one.
Yeah, so did Coach Young. He's really giving it to the Allegheny official right now. But big rebound by PA. And shot, I'm like, that looks good. That looks good. But he just can't seem to get it in. We got a timeout, Cuba-Rushford here with a 53-42 lead for Lyons.
PA made the first free throw. That's his first point of the game, and it increases Lyons' lead to 11 with 6:27 here to go in the fourth. As you see, Cuba-Rushford looking to advance to the semifinals here in Class C3. Lyons, Zach Young's first and only sectional title 2 years ago. I think he's been here, 5 years here at Lyons, fifth-year head coach?
Sounds about right.
Good chance to repeat or to win his second this year in just next weekend at the Blue Cross Arena. The C team's finals will be on Saturday with C1 tipping off at 10 a.m. at the Blue Cross, C2 at noon, and then C3, which is what we're seeing here tonight, at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, C1 being the largest of the Cs and 3 being the smallest.
Going early.
Yeah, Minder's going early. We actually have a basketball tournament in Seneca Falls, and Mr. Spina down at the rec center, James Spina, scheduled our game a little bit later in case we wanted to go up to that game.
Oh, so. Nice. As PA converts on the second free throw after the extended delay, and now here comes Cuba-Rushford desperately needing to get hot, but Glogowski fumbles the ball. Now he's triple teamed, gets it across just before the 10-second call, and Simons has it. And Cuba could not capitalize on the big numbers advantage there after breaking the press, and now they reset with Glogowski skipping it over to Simons, guarded by Desane. As he drives, tries to split the top of that zone, gets it to Glogowski, who then gets it back to Simons, top of the key, three. Back iron, no good. Rebound, pulled down by the big teddy bear. Chris PA, who outlets to Hunter, who's pushing it and drives right by everybody with a left-handed layup, and it's a 14-point lead. And it's also another steal off the press. Desane on the run. Hunter misses the putback, and he is fouled on the third attempt. And a couple wide open threes are layups there missed by Lyons after the steal. And really, Cuba having tons of trouble with Lyons pressure.
Yeah, they can't seem to get it. Glogowski's a little tired, a little out of control, looking for the stripes for a call, but he's basically just putting his head down and going. And, I know we talk a lot about Damon Hunter, but he's really everywhere. He's kind of getting a lot of rebounds and steals, and he's just scrapping out there, and kind of from 2 years ago he's putting the team not on his back because the other kids are playing great. The kids, Mel's playing good, and Buskirk, Farah, Desane, they're all doing a good job for Lyons, but Tippy's doing a little bit of doing everything.
Desane checks out, McDonald checks in. Hunter misses the first free throw, now he's set to shoot the second. And it's away, and it's good for his 22nd point of the ball game here with 5:36 to go, fourth period of play, and now it's a 15-point lead, and Lyons still coming with that full court. And Cuba-Rushford gets to work. Williams has it about the center circle and gives it up to Simon, who breaks the press. And now it's Worthington taking a deep three from the top of the key, and that's no good. Farah with a rebound. And Lyons still pushing the ball as they get it over to Zach Wonder, playing catch with McDonald. Inside now to Farah on the block, who lost the dribble but gets it back to Wonder, out to McDonald. And he pulls it back with 16 seconds to shoot, just over 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. And now Farah controls. Nice interior pass to Carswell, but he has it blocked by Chris Almond into the ball game. And now here comes Cuba-Rushford the other way. Simon with the ball top of the key, gets it over right side to Amen. And a three ball from the corner by Sam Clark into the ball game, no good. And rebounded by DeAndre McDonald. So Tippy Hunter not in the game, and McDonald turns it over, and on the floor is Worthington, who gets the timeout. And Wonder why, 15-point ball game, I suppose.
Yeah, he's got 3 fouls. He's getting Hunter missed. As a coach, Hunter's a pretty good foul shooter, so he missed the front end of that one. So you got to wonder if he's got some legs, and he wants him down the stretch, and he can afford to do that with a 15-point lead. So Coach Young has Tippy out of the game, and I think it's a great move. Not as great move as going to that zone. I can't speak enough about that switch to the zone at halftime. I didn't see it coming, but it was a really good job.
So we look here. It looks like Lyons might stay alive. Looks like Waterloo's in jeopardy of coming off of this chart here. Minder's staying alive tonight. Can't wait to get the full report later.
Waterloo is down 18 with 2 to go, so that's Waterloo's down and out.
But a great season by Jeff Panic and those guys kind of building back. They only lose 1 senior. And next year they should be a contender in the Finger Lakes.
Nate Barnes and Jonathan Jones, the only 2
Barnes
seniors.
Too, right.
Yep.
And Cuba-Rushford inbounds it, almost goes over and back as they are just having trouble completing basic passes here. And you mentioned that zone, Corsi, it's an aggressive zone. They're extending, they're trapping at the foul line extended, and Cuba-Rushford really uncomfortable.
Yeah, they only hit 3, but that's what they were doing a good job of what they just did there, getting the ball inside. And
Chris PA with a foul on Noah Decker. That's PA's 4th foul. Decker goes to the line.
But since they've switched to the zone, there's 4 minutes to go in the 4th. They've given up 13 points. 1 3-point shot, which I think is the key. Make the kids shoot it. But it's just a different looking team against that zone, and some teams just don't handle zone well.
So Decker's first free throw is up and good as we got Hunter checking back into the ball game alongside Adam Van Buskirk, DeAndre McDonald, Chris P.A., and Nick Farah. Second free throw by Decker good. He's got 3 on the ball game, and heading into the game, Decker was looking like he was going to be a load offensively based on how things have gone this season and some of the scouting reports we've gotten on Cuba-Rushford, but only 3 points. Yeah, it's been Austin Murphy's been the big guy who's been
Austin
doing most
Murphy
of the
has
damage.
played great, and
We got a timeout on the floor.
Decker's also played good, not scored a lot, but they're not getting many touches in the zone. The guards primarily, especially this half, they've been throwing the ball around and not really attacking with any direction or purpose. So, the guards for Cuba-Rushford really didn't have a great second half. There's 4 to go. If they can knock down a couple threes against the zone here, they should be all right.
Logan's up there in the corner. See him up there on your screen?
Yeah, if it is, you got better eyes than me.
I think that might be Shamar. Let's see. No. Or is it? I can't tell. It is. That is Shamar Logan's from Newark. They play tomorrow night against a tough UPrep team that scored 99 points in their opener.
Yeah, I saw that.
Tough draw for Newark. Of course, things are tougher in A2.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, but at least that's a home game. So Shamar Logan's coming out his neighbors as they play tonight. And now Cuba-Rushford pressing, but Damon Hunter has no problem beating that, although he almost trips. Gets to Van Buskirk for 3. Right between the eyes, and that should just about do it for Rushford as this leads up to 16 with 4 minutes left to go in the ball game.
That's one of those threes that Coach Young is like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Great shot.
Right.
Big steal by PA.
Wide open as Hunter lays it up, and he makes it in transition. And Hunter has 24. I have him for 24 on the game. And now Worthington pulls up from the baseline. Quick shot, no good. Williams tries to tap it away, but Farah out-hustles him, gets it to Van Buskirk, and Lyons on the move again. I think at this point you want to take a little clock, and there you go. They reset it to Damon Hunter, and Hunter just blows by Worthington and looks for PA, who wasn't ready for it, but still makes the catch and lays it in. And I tell you, Hunter's got to have about 7 assists.
Yeah, I think even more. I would say 8 to 10 assists.
Another steal for Lyons. Van Buskirk other way, lays it off the backboard, and no good. He'll go to the line to 2. Now a 20-point lead for Lyons. And, Zach Young's Lions look to fight another day on Monday night when they're going to face that Wheatland, Chilai, and Oakfield, Alabama winner in a site to be determined. Hopefully we'll know by tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll know. The coaches will know tomorrow. I'm sure Coach Young will give us a text on that.
All that information will be posted at fingerlakes1.com along with all the results from tonight. Some highlights, some tweets. I mean, every day we got a full update at Finger Lakes 1. And it'll be a big one tonight. Tons of games. And Buskirk misses the first, makes the second. 21-point lead. as we now, Lyons still pressing with the lead. And Cuba-Rushford has the ball. It's inside to Murphy. Gets it back to Sam Clark, who misses the open layup. But rebound tapped out the baseline. It'll stay here with Cuba-Rushford. 2:45 left to go. Where are you getting a little video for yourself?
Yeah, you know, maybe I'll throw out a treat to Finger Lakes one tonight.
There you go. Good one.
Nice inbound play, but the wheels have fallen off for Rushford here.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell they're out of sync, and they know it's over, and it's just kind of.
Corsi, you're one of our. You're new to Twitter, I've noticed.
Yeah,
I follow you. Finger Lakes One following you.
Just got on, and I signed up last week. So.
Inbound stolen by Hunter. Length of the court, wide open layup is good, and just pouring it on now.
Yep.
We thought Lyons would have trouble with this Cuba-Rushford team, but the only person having trouble is Cuba-Rushford with the pressure from Lyons tonight. Tons of turnovers, the difference. Simon tries to drive, gets it tipped away. 4-on-1 Lyons the other way. Another layup for Damon Hunter, who's ended up having a big night approaching his career high. I got him with 28, and the locals here want Cuba-Rushford to fire up the bus. And interior pass to Noah Decker is good for a Cuba-Rushford bucket. Cuts the lead to 23 with just under 2 minutes here to go from the Atwood. The last basketball game of the season here at the historic Atwood. Skip past Hunter for three. Buttons! Damon Hunter, 31 points. He says, "This is my house." Points to the court, nods his head. A lot of flair from Damon Hunter. We're going to see it for at least another game. He came onto the scene as a sophomore MVP at the Blue Cross, trying to get back there. He didn't get to play postseason last year with an injury, so he's a man on a mission.
He is, and you know, this is his team to direct, along with his great cast and Nick Farah and PA and McDonald. Desane had some threes tonight. Van Buskirk. Lyons is don't look at the score and say, "Geez, Cuba-Rushford stinks."
Right.
This was a good team, and Lyons executed great all night long.
And Damon Hunter taking a seat for the last time at the Atwood.
And Coach Young would have liked to bring him off during the game, but it just was getting so bad. They're about to extend the lead to 30, and he didn't want poor sportsmen. And of course, he doesn't want him to get hurt either.
The crowd noticed. You probably heard at home the eruption. Unbelievable career with still more to be Hunter. It just won't be here at the home gymnasium where he's scored so many of his points. 33 tonight he ends with, or 31 tonight he ends with. Too short of his season high.
We gave, as a staff, we gave our player of the year to
Tyler Collins.
But Hunter maybe going out today saying, "Hey, Finger Lakes One, you know."
Yep.
He played great. We got some, looks like call-ups maybe coming into the game for the Lions.
Yeah, we have Zach Wonder already checked in along with Nick Kehoe and a couple more ready to go. Wonder at the free throw line. He's on the board with one free throw. He'll have another. Van Buskirk comes out. Mel checks out. And Zach Young congratulates his players. Had a great game.
Yeah, we got a couple JV cops. We don't have their numbers, so we can't call their names, but the crowd's excited to have them in the game.
Ben Rockefeller and Devin Franklin into the game for Lyons. And they get a steal. Now Zach Wonder thinks about a three. Instead, he works off a pick, drives the lane, right-handed dipsy-do, no good. Rebounded by Cuba-Rushford. Just over 1 minute to go, 73-46. Lyons looking to advance. Glukowski thought about a three. He gets it into, looks like Joe Sherlock. And somebody hit a three. Was that Giuliano?
Yeah, it was Giuliano. Riley Giuliano, 5'6" junior guard.
It's all academic at this point as Lyons will advance. I'm looking forward to showing you some post-game highlights here as part of our post-game show. Also, we got to go with Damon Hunter here. Get him over here to talk to us, right, Corsi?
Yeah, I would think so.
So stay tuned after this one ends.
Another guy that is kind of that silent assassin, that mainstay for Lyons is Nick Farah. And I thought Nick Farah played an outstanding game tonight. You won't see, 8 points in the box score, but he does everything for Lyons. And I'm sure Coach Young will probably say he's just an important piece to this guy is Hunter.
You mentioned Devin Franklin into the game. He drives right side, is hacked, makes the shot, and heads to the line. 3-point play attempt.
No,
They did miss the shot.
Two shots.
So he misses the front end, and looking for his first varsity point here if he can make this free throw with 45 seconds left to go. Devin Franklin, 5'9" sophomore guard forward, and he makes it.
He's excited.
74 to 49, 43 seconds left to go. 2.5-hour bus ride back to Cuba, New York for Cuba-Rushford. The Lions, it'll be a date on Monday night with the winner of the Wheatland Chili and Oakfield, Alabama game.
I'm sure that'll be Wheatland Chili. So that's a much anticipated contest for some people in Section 5, Wheatland Chili and Lyons.
22 seconds left to go in the game after the Cuba-Rushford bucket. Three-pointer off the rim, no good for Ben Rockefeller. And we got a foul after Rockefeller missed that three.
Now, I don't know what this Rockefeller guy does for Lyons, but the crowd loves him.
Yeah,
so you better get
right.
the buttons call out if he scores, because he is excited to be out here and the crowd's excited for him.
I will. Trying to develop new catchphrases, you know.
I like the buttons.
Trying to outdo Michael Essio, who's, geez, we haven't heard from him in a while.
Mike who?
And heading to the free throw line for Cuba-Rushford is Chris Almond.
Well, again, you know, great shout out to Cuba-Rushford. Had a good game plan, played a good first half. Second half, couldn't adjust to the box press in the 2-3 zone by the Lions.
Free throw no good, and Rockefeller loses it. Out of bounds, it will go back to Lyons. So with 7.3 seconds left to go, let's see if we can get Rockefeller a bucket. 74-51. Inbound pass goes to Devin Franklin behind the back to the rim, up and under, lays it up and good. That could be the future of Lions basketball right there. Devin Franklin, the clock strikes 0. The Lions advance to the semifinals. Jubilation for the Lions. Damon Hunter's last game here at the ATWOOD Gymnasium as the quest for a sectional championship is still alive as you look at Chris P.A., Jordan Amel, and the cast of the Lions. Another great win for Zach Young. Steve Veeder getting on the Steve Veeder making a call out about tickets for the next game.
Spectator bus, trying to get the kids
we're going to
involved
step aside. Corsi, come back with hopefully Damon Hunter and some post-game action here. It's final score from Lions. Lions 76, Cuba-Rushford 51. Stay with us here on Finger Lakes 1.